I'm Anil Kumar. We are discussing working with rational exponents, and in this particular video we will try to understand how to solve equations with rational exponents. Now when I say rational exponents, I mean kind of like this: x to the power of 1 over 2. That becomes a rational exponent, right? So if I say x to the power of 1 over 2 is, let us say, 3, then what is x? That means how to solve for x. This is what I'm trying to understand. Okay. Or we could have x to the power of, let us say, 1 over 3. In that case, let us say x to the power of 1 over 3 is 5. How to solve such an equation? Well, we could have x to the power of, instead of 1, some other number. Let us take simple values. Let us say 2 over 3 equals to, let me take a small number here, right? So we'll take a number as 4. Okay. Now, how to solve such an equation? That is the whole idea. So we'll discuss this in details. Let's begin with the very first one. So when we have x to the power of half equals to 3, to solve such an equation, we can square both sides. Do you understand? We can square both sides. So when I square both sides, then if I open this up, applying the power rules, I get x to the power of 2 times half equals to 3 squared. 2 times half is 1, so we get x equals to 9, right? So that is how we could solve, right? You can always check your solution. So simple steps. I hope no difficulty in understanding this part. X to the power of half, x is 9. So 9 to the power of half, if you check, that is square root of 9, right? And you know it is 3. So perfect. So that is how you can check. So let's perform the same operation once again and solve the next question. So this time we have x to the power of 1 over 3 equals to 5. What should you do? Well, we'll cube this time. Perfect. So we'll cube this time. So if I cube, then what do I get? X to the power of, so I'm introducing this step. You need not write it. It is for you to understand, right? 5 cubed. So that is x to the power of 1. So we get x equals to 5 cubed. 5 times 5 is 25, and that times 5 is 125, right? So again, we get our solution, and what you can do is you can check solution, right? Let's move on to more complicated one. You may have a situation like this. So this time we have x to the power of 2 over 3 equals to 4. How should I solve this? Now, what I should do here is square. So first let us do to the power of half, like, right? And then we will take care of the radical sign or the rational number, right? So what we will do in this particular case is that, okay, or we could actually cube it, either way. I'll do the cube and then the square root and find solution for you. Okay. You could do two methods. So you could do either cube first or you could do square root, either way. Okay, so let me take this opportunity to cube first. So we have 2 over 3 to the power of 3. So we have cubed both sides. Okay, which you know is 4 times 4 is 16, 16 times 4 is 64. That is what you get. And on the other side, when you multiply 3 by 2 over 3, you get x squared, right? So you get x squared equals to 64. You get the idea, right? Now to find the value of x, what will you do? You will do square root, right? So we'll do to the power of half. So you'll do square root. So you'll do square root, right? So when you do square root, at that time, you'll get x equals to square root of 64, which you'll get your answer as 8. So you get 8 as your answer. Now in this particular situation, now this is a thinking question, right? I just added this up, thinking question. Remember, whenever you do square root, then you should actually introduce plus and minus sign also, right? Plus and minus sign. So if you introduce plus and minus sign, you actually get plus and minus 8 and not just 8, right? So this kind of an equation can have two solutions. That is to say, if you have, you remember this, if I have x squared equals to 9, in that case x is equals to plus and minus 3, square root of 9 with plus and minus. So that is the same situation here, right? So what you get here is x equals to plus and minus 8. Two answers, right? Now that is most important to understand. I will like you to check this particular solution, right? Check the solution and be careful. Whenever you do square root, at that time we may get two answers. So that is kind of important to understand. Okay, so I like you to go through this video once again and understand the concept. As for your practice, let me write down some questions for you, right? So I'll write down 3 questions for you, just as we had here, and try to solve these questions. Let the first one be x to the power of 1 over 4 equals to, let us say, 2. Find solution for this. Then we'll have x to the power of 1 over 3 equals 2. Let us say we have minus 5. Try it out, right? Now, and the last one which I'm going to give you is x to the power of, instead of 2 over 3, I'm writing 3 over 2, right? 3 over 2. And let me take question as 8. So find answer for this. So these are your practice questions. I'd like you to go through them and try to explore and see how to find them. And then look into my videos for similar questions. I'm Anil Kumar. You can subscribe to my videos and learn a lot. Thank you and all the best.